This is Tasha Deshawn, and I am back with another DIY video. So getting straight to the point, I am using vegetable glycerin, and I am adding 2 tablespoons. So I had to start getting on here and giving y'all measurements because y'all were demanding it. But just let me give y'all a little free information. And I know that some may try to argue with me in the comment section, but when creating DIYs, your measurements is typically up to you. Like literally, how many videos have y'all watched of people giving different measurements of their DIY hair growth ingredients, and they still came out with good results? And trust me, I've been doing this from 7 to almost 8 years. So I pretty much know a thing or two about this. And plus I've been having my own hair growth line for several years, and that's where I do my real measurements. And now I am about to add the guar gum, and I will be only adding 1 tablespoon of that. And while I have your attention, let me just tell you a little bit about the glycerin. It offers several benefits for hair, including moisturizing, conditioning, and reducing frizz. And it also works by drawing moisture from the air and binding it to the hair, keeping it hydrated and soft. The guar gum acts as a conditioner for your hair and makes them shiny and smooth. It helps in preventing breakage, and it reduces the product buildup in your hair. Plus, it plays as a role of a detangling agent which manages your hair. So now I'm just using my little handheld whisk to mix both ingredients together. Now on to the benefits of the liquid castile soap. It can offer several benefits for hair, including gentle cleansing, potential for increased smoothness and conditioning, and as a natural alternative to shampoos. It can also be used as a non-irritating option for those with scalp issues like dandruff or dermatitis. However, it is crucial to dilute it properly, as it is a concentrated product that can dry out or damage hair if used undiluted. So in other words, do not use liquid castile soap on your hair all by itself. And here I am on every video making sure that I take my fingers and get all of the juices and berries off of the spoon. I know y'all don't see that in nobody else's videos, but that's what makes mine unique. And plus, I'm gonna do the same thing that I do off camera while being on camera. Now, in this part, I am mixing it together. And I'm trying to be sure not to stir it so hard, just so I won't activate the bubbles in the soap. So before adding the hair growth tea, let me remind you that this is the tea that I previously uploaded a video about. And in that video, I created a hair growth tea using black rice water, fenugreek seeds, hibiscus flowers, cinnamon sticks, and star anise. I'll insert a screenshot of the video so you guys can go back and watch it, but I'll quickly give you the benefits of each ingredient. Rice water can benefit hair by providing moisture, nourishment, and cleansing effects. Starch in the rice helps hydrate and reduce dryness, while its nutritional compounds such as vitamins and minerals contribute to healthier hair. Fenugreek seeds promotes hair growth, reduce hair fall, and improves scalp health. Hibiscus flowers promotes hair growth, strengthens hair follicles, reducing hair loss, and provides a natural conditioner. Cinnamon sticks stimulates hair growth, combats dandruff, and boosts scalp circulation. And star anise promotes hair growth and combats dandruff. It is rich in nutrients. It can boost blood circulation to the scalp, delivering essential oxygen and nutrients to the hair follicle. Plus, eliminates dandruff and reduces scalp infections. And here it is, all bottled up, and has a red like wine color, so please be careful with the clothes that you decide to wear when applying it. But that is only when you are spraying it to the scalp, because as you can see, when I add it to the castile soap, it changes colors. And for those of you that are keeping up with measurements, this is 3 tablespoons that I am adding. So while I'm stirring and allowing the guar gum to mix through evenly, let me just share a little bit about DIY products versus store-bought products. So we know that DIYs are used with all natural/organic ingredients, pretty much versus the store-bought products, which are filled with a lot of different ingredients that you guys can't even pronounce, even if you wanted to. Most of them are filled with a lot of alcohol, along with parabens and other harmful ingredients that are very damaging to your hair, while most of them barely have enough water added into them. And if you know anything about products, then you'll know that your first to third ingredient should be water. Many people out here that create these DIYs usually will make a hair growth spray, which is a hair growth tea, and then they will follow up with shampooing their hair with a store-bought shampoo. And all because it is a popular, well-known / name brand product. But we see what that one well-known product did to a lot of people's hair. It damaged their hair very, very severely. But most of us will not learn. We feel like because the name is popping and we've seen so many people with beautiful growth results that we feel like we can just jump our happy behind in the game and do the same thing. Then boom, our hair is damaged or it has completely fell out, not knowing how much of that one ingredient that's in the back of that label has inside of it that has caused that damage. But when you create your own DIYs, then most of the time you do know what your hair can or can't take. And that is why I really don't like giving measurement, because 2 teaspoons of one thing could be a little bit too much for 1 or 2 people, when all you have to do is learn your own hair and do your own adding and your own subtracting. And like I stated in the video that I created using the hair growth tea with these very same ingredients, I talked about how rice water alone can be very, very damaging. And let's just face it, some people's hair cannot take all of that protein. And that is how we experience protein overload, and then our hair start falling out because we so eagerly wanted to jump on that rice water trend. And all because a lot of our famous / favorite content creators have tried it before. But a lot of the not so famous creators also tried that challenge as well. And some of them were honest enough to come back on here just to tell everyone that it ruined their hair. And it's mainly because they only used the rice water. And they also added like orange peels and some foti as well. Let me repronounce that. It is called foti. And they also added some essential oils just to mask the smell. But tell me where in any of those extra ingredients is any moisturizing or conditioning agents that will help lessen the protein effect that it has on other people's hair as far as damaging wise. Now, don't get me wrong. For a lot of people's hair, protein is very good, but it isn't for all hair types. And since a lot of people don't know their hair, nor do they know their hair type, they blindly jump on these dangerous hair trends. And they either lose the little bit of hair that they had or a good amount of hair that they worked so hard to get, just because they were happy to receive that 1 inch of hair growth that actually ended up falling right back out in clumps, along with the other little bit of hair that we had. But when you have the privilege of creating your own DIYs, and when you learn / get to know your own hair, then you'll know what measurements to use. And if you go back to the video that is titled, "This is better than plain old rice water," then you will see where I added a very small amount of black rice. And for those of you that are coming with those measurement questions again, I only used a very small amount. It wasn't even that much left over in the bag. And yes, I could have poured it in a measuring cup for the sake of the video. But if you knew what type of schedule I had and how hard it is to make time to even create a video sometimes, then sometimes you will be able to see why I have to get on here and just go with the flow. But I will say that I always come back and deliver amazing results. But I'm just trying to help y'all not make this thing so hard, because it really is as hard as you make it. Don't use a lot of rice because it is full of protein. If your hair is protein sensitive, because you will receive protein overload. And to never just add rice, orange peels, foti, and essential oils only by themselves. But when you go back and watch the video of me creating the DIY hair growth tea with these same ingredients that I'm using for this DIY growth shampoo, you will see that I added rose water and aloe vera juice for moisturization and for conditioning purposes. And again, for those that are going to come in my comment section and ask, what are the measurements? If you go back and look at that video, you will see that I only grabbed a small amount in the palm of my hand and I added it to that small jar. And I know you're scared, but just try it like you tried that rice water all by itself just by watching all of your favorite/famous content creators that did it. You've trusted them without a shadow of a doubt, and you swear that they knew what they were doing. So why not trust me when I show and tell you that these conditioning agents that I add helps tremendously? I haven't been doing it all these years for nothing, and it got me to waist length before, and it's about to do it all over again. And another problem is that we allow others to tell us that we cannot apply shampoo to the end of our strands. But if you are creating your own hair care/hair growth products, and if you know each ingredient that you are applying into the hair growth product, and if you know how much that the ingredient benefits to the hair strand as well as to your scalp, then you will know that it is perfectly safe to apply to your hair strands. But I'm only talking about the DIY products, not the store-bought, because I don't know, nor do you know what's all in there. But please don't think that I'm here to bash store-bought products, because a lot of you have been using them for years and it has been giving you amazing results. But I am not talking about y'all. I am talking to the ones that are watching this video that has got a bad reaction from some of the store-bought products and didn't know that there were other options. A lot of shampoos contain strong surfactants like sodium sulfate, which can strip the hair of its natural oils and cause irritation. These ingredients are effective at cleansing, but can also lead to dryness, brittleness, and increased frizz. And additionally, some may contain preservatives like formaldehyde or fragrances, which can also be harsh and cause allergic reactions. So DIYs are very benefiting because you have full control over what you put or allow on your hair and scalp. So if you are allergic to any fragrance or essential oil, then clearly do not add them. Only add what your hair positively responds to. So I have finally come to the end of my video, but I hope that everything that I have shared with you was very helpful. And if you like any of the information that has been shared, then please click the like button. Share with friends and family that you know it'll help. Subscribe and click the bell notification button so you will be the first to be informed whenever I create a new video. Have a blessed one.